Also, Complex has put out their 10 most influential women in sports. And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlyn Clark for number 1.
Somebody check on Angel Reese, because Caitlyn Clark just crossed her over and left her behind in the influence rankings. Yep, the so-called Bayou Barbie got dumped on by Clark in the race for the most influential female athlete. Did Clark just hit a shot from the logo and take over Angel's entire brand? Has the internet finally acknowledged who truly runs women's basketball? Grab your popcorn, because this ranking is sure to stir up more emotions than LSU's locker room.
Announcing the top 10 most influential athletes right now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlyn Clark, check. Breaking records. Caitlyn Clark, check. Proving their impact goes far beyond the game, from sold-out arenas to game-changing moves in business and fashion. These women are leading the way. If this is a top 10 list, then sitting on the top of that list, there's only one right answer. There's only one correct choice.
Another year, another loss for Angel Reese. This time, it's not on the court, not in the stats, and not even in the endless Twitter drama she loves to dive into. No, this one hurts more. Caitlyn Clark has officially been named the most influential female athlete of 2025, and let's be real, was there ever really any competition? Oh wait, Angel Reese probably thought there was. How cute.
And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlyn Clark for number 1. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at that. I think it's hilarious. I will tell you right off the bat, I don't believe there's a singular world where Angel Reese should be ahead of Simone Biles either. There, I put that out loud.
For someone who prides herself on being that girl, it must be tough always coming in second to the real star. It's like Caitlyn Clark is playing chess while Angel Reese is still trying to figure out how the game works. Clark just keeps winning, whether it's breaking records, headlining major games, or making a real impact on the sport. On the other hand, Angel Reese's biggest contribution seems to be inspiring a new generation of sore losers. Now that's a legacy to be proud of.
The woman who's been putting women's basketball on her back for the better part of 3 years now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlyn Clark has men watching women's basketball.
Let's talk about what real influence looks like. It's getting both new and old fans to watch women's basketball, filling up arenas, and making executives scramble to secure billion-dollar TV deals. Influence is when your name is mentioned alongside the legends, not because of fake drama, but because of true skill. Caitlyn Clark walks into a gym, and suddenly the WNBA and every sports media outlet is rushing to cover her. She doesn't need to ask for respect, it's just given. Meanwhile, Angel Reese relies on Twitter battles, constant self-promotion, and a victim mindset to keep her name in the conversation.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, where the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Caitlyn's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy.
Oh, but don't worry. Angel has her moments, like that time she went viral for, let me check my notes, complaining about not being treated like Caitlyn Clark. Yeah, because pouting is definitely the way to gain influence. Newsflash, respect is earned, not demanded. If only someone had told her that before she made a career out of convincing everyone she's being oppressed. Again, by someone who's just simply better.
Because when we went to the WNBA games and we went to go watch Caitlyn Clark when they came to play the Washington Mystics in DC, and they shut that they had to move the game from the Washington Mystics WNBA arena to the actual Washington arena where the Wizards played, and it was packed. It was sold out for people to see Caitlyn Clark. That did not happen the day before that when they went to Chicago to play Angel Reese.
And speaking of better, it's honestly kind of hilarious how every time Angel Reese tries to outshine Caitlyn Clark, it completely backfires. Want to make headlines? Caitlyn does it by casually dropping 40 points on a Tuesday. Angel does it by making a controversial statement and acting shocked when people call her out for it, especially when she's supposed to be the face of women's basketball. Caitlyn does it by being genuinely great at basketball, while Angel does it by forcing a rivalry that, let's be real, only exists in her mind. It's like main character syndrome without the talent to back it up. But let's take a moment to really appreciate how Caitlyn Clark's dominance has exposed Angel Reese's whole act, the fake bravado, the constant need for attention, and the tiring victim narrative. None of it stands up next to someone who just lets their game do the talking. It's like watching someone try to convince the world they're a movie star while standing next to an Oscar winner. Painful to watch.
Collegiate level, Caitlyn Clark has broken records. At the professional level, Caitlyn Clark has broken records. Viewership, Caitlyn Clark has broken records. Attendance, Caitlyn Clark has broken records. Merchandise, proving their impact goes far beyond the game. From sold-out arenas to game-changing moves in business and fashion, these women are leading the way. Business and fashion, you saw the NIL deals rolling out. You see the sponsorship deals that she currently is a part of.
And now, with this latest embarrassment, it's another list, another L for Angel Reese as Caitlyn Clark continues to establish herself as the top name in women's sports. This isn't just about a ranking, it's about what it represents. The world sees Caitlyn Clark as the future, the leader, the game changer. Angel Reese? She's just out there talking a lot and winning very little. But hey, there's always next year, right? Maybe if Angel Reese spent less time on social media and more time actually excelling at basketball instead of playing the perpetual underdog, she might finally land at the top of one of these lists. Until then, she'll just have to keep being the loudest person in the room while Caitlyn Clark keeps showing why she's the only one who truly matters. Let's get this clear. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of influence, couldn't even get enough people to care about her preseason debut with the Chicago Sky, not even a charity-level sellout for the so-called biggest personality in women's basketball. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark just has to look in the direction of a basketball court, and tickets fly off the shelves faster than Angel's humility in a post-game interview.
So that's what they got on her. Caitlyn Clark, she ran away with number one. I don't think that should surprise us. She came away with number one. Caitlyn Clark is redefining the entire landscape of women's sports. That's right. Her dominance on the court has shattered outdated narratives about women's sports, proving that women's basketball can be just as marketable and widely watched as men's. But the Caitlyn Clark effect goes far beyond her performance. It's reshaping the entire sports landscape. Clark's impact is undeniable. Her presence alone boosts the WNBA attendance by 105%.
Indiana Fever tickets? Poof. Gone. Just like common sense when Angel Reese thought she should be on an influential athletes list before even stepping onto a WNBA court. Chicago Sky tickets? Let's just say they're still available. You could literally walk up on game day and pick your seats. Courtside, mid-level, nosebleeds. Wait, scratch that. There are no nosebleeds because no one showed up high enough for them to exist. Yet somehow, Angel Reese thinks she's on the same level as Caitlyn Clark when it comes to influence. Delusion is a strong word, but what else do you call it when someone believes they're the main character while sitting on an empty stage? Right now, she's the basketball equivalent of a band trying to sell tour shirts before they'd even dropped a song. Funniest part, there was actual demand to see Angel Reese play, but not for the reason she thinks. People wanted to watch her go up against Caitlyn Clark, the one who actually packs arenas, moves merchandise, and, oh yeah, gets people to care about women's basketball. But left to her own devices, crickets. Turns out, fans aren't flocking to the arena just to see someone scowl and complain. Who would have guessed?
Look at the price of these tickets. This is like right after the tickets went on sale. So no good seats. $1,142 for a not very good seat. I'm guessing 10 grand minimum courtside to go see Caitlyn Clark.
Caitlyn Clark, on the other hand, has been quietly making history with sellouts, record-breaking viewership, jerseys flying off the shelves, and real influence. Not the kind you create by retweeting your own highlights, but sure, Angel, tell us more about how people should bow to your iconic status while they calmly browse seat cheek, wondering if they can even give away a sky ticket. The mental gymnastics it takes to believe Reese is on Clark's level are astounding. One of them is out here filling stadiums, inspiring a generation, and making WNBA executives excited about the money she's bringing in. The other? Well, she's just trying to convince everyone that her relevance isn't completely tied to Caitlyn Clark's existence. Newsflash: if Clark didn't exist, Reese would just be another player with a lot of attitude and a box score that doesn't scream superstar. But hey, at least Reese has confidence, right? It's almost impressive how much self-belief someone can have while the empty seats behind them tell a completely different story. Maybe she should start a motivational speaking business for people who think self-promotion is a substitute for actual success. Hey, it's all about finding your niche.
Of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlyn Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlyn Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlyn Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000 seat arena? Well, easy. We moved Barbie night to a 21,000 seat arena. Venue and date change. Our regular season games against the Chicago Sky are moving to the United Center.
So while Caitlyn Clark sells out yet another arena and actually delivers, Angel Reese will keep living in the illusion that she belongs on a most influential list, right next to Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and other things people talk about but rarely see in action. Angel Reese's fans had big expectations this season. They were sure she was about to dominate, steamroll the league, and make everyone eat their words. The self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie was supposed to be unstoppable, untouchable, a generational talent. And yet, here we are, watching her miss layups like a middle schooler who just learned the game last week. Seriously, it's like someone swapped her hands with oven mitts. Layups, bricks, footwork, non-existent defense. Let's just say, if effort was measured in Instagram selfies, she'd be the greatest of all time. But on the court? Yikes, Angel Reese isn't just struggling. She's out here looking like she lost a bet and had to play basketball as punishment.
Sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlyn Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese. Stop it. Stop it. There's a dude on the internet who cracks me up. Or on TikTok. He's put together a shitload of Angel Reese clips. And it'll say Angel Reese part 36. And it goes, Angel Reese going up for another layup. She misses. Bang! And I mean, dude, it's the funniest shit. And my whole thing is this, dude. She just seems as uncoordinated as a baby giraffe.